You wanted to talk about something that came out this morning.
Oh, the trailer for Kong, and you should put it up right now if we can. But
Yeah.
I boom when I saw that trailer mixed in with the soundtrack. Uh,
Oh, by the way, the soundtrack. If anybody
Man,
watched the trailer, that soundtrack sucked. Did you like the mute? The music
it
was
got me.
so.
It got me
Dude,
pumped up.
I wish it was. I wish it was another pumped up song, or I wish it was like a more dramatic song. But I listened to that, and I was like, this is so corny.
No,
I don't know. I
that's
thought
what
it was
it's supposed.
corny.
I thought that's how it's because that's
Eh.
perfect because we're okay. Look, you need to give me something like that. Like Beasties, how they've done it already to death in Star Trek, right?
Mm.
Um, Sabotage, right? Because it pumps
That's a
you
great
up,
song.
and
Right.
it's campy. I mean, we're watching a giant monkey uppercut a giant lizard on the while he's hanging out on a battleship. I mean, it's silly and it's campy, and it's a harken back to the original Kong. But
Mm.
then I love how we get like right in the middle of this trailer. They also give us a glimpse that this thing is probably going to end in Tokyo, where Godzilla typically always is.
Let me
That's
ask you
where he always
something.
is.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
So, from what I understood from the previous movie, by the way, I didn't watch the previous Godzilla movie. I watched the one before that, so I don't
Okay.
know all the stories. But anyway, and I clearly don't know as much about it as you do. But from what I understand, wasn't Godzilla the good one? Take away Kong, just out of the monsters, take away Kong. Wasn't Godzilla the good one? So my question when I watched it was, why are both of these good guys essentially fighting each other? And then I went on Reddit, and there was a whole discussion where they said it was I can't remember the exact name. You'll know when I said that they
The
they
Monarch.
think that the Godzilla that he's fighting initially is like Mecha G or Mech G or some. Let me see if I can
Basically,
remember. Some
make it.
kind of other Godzilla that's bad, I guess.
Okay.
And do you know what that means?
No, well, I think are they talking about Mecha Godzilla?
The bad one.
So no, Mecha Godzilla was
Okay.
a Godzilla that was built. It's a robot Godzilla. It was a thing in the 60s or 70s that the Japanese did to help push their like how do we what's the one thing that the Japanese love? They love robots. They love
Mm,
kaiju giant. So they created a Mecha Godzilla to fight Godzilla, and then later on they fought together against bigger creatures.
mm.
There's so many iterations to the story, but originally, Godzilla's obviously it was
The
the
king, right? He's the king.
well, Godzilla initially, the very first Godzilla, it is the man of the literal the an iteration of the atomic bomb, right? It's
Mm-mm-mm.
what it was. It's like this nuclear giant thing that destroys everything and can't be stopped, and that's what it represented.
What it
The nuclear
represented.
war, right? So, but as people found this giant monster awesome, eventually Godzilla became to be our hero. Godzilla, and it became our friend, and then
Right.
it helped people. So
So
yeah,
what is
now so then he
this?
became good, and yes, you're right. Kong was always the bad one. They killed Kong, like Kong in both of the American
Well,
movies.
well, well,
Kong was a shitty ape who would,
but wasn't Kong good in the Skull Island one?
sort of, yes, he was protecting. I mean, he killed a lot of army guys,
There's
but he was also protecting a
the
small
island,
tribe.
and
Yeah, on the
yeah.
island. Yeah.
So that's why. Yeah. So that's why I was confused. I'm like, wait, he's actually good, but so is Godzilla. So why the hell are they fighting?
Okay, so this is what's going to happen. Okay.
Is this prediction time? Or wait,
Yeah,
do you is it where are you getting? Is this a educated guess, or are you getting this from the
it's a
books or
little bit
something?
of both.
All right.
So we already know that there's a monster verse, right, being
Mm-hmm.
built, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so and the last Godzilla movie, we basically got all of those other, like King Ghidorah and Mothra and all these other creatures kind of coming out. They showcased them, and eventually like showing off the crazy, ridiculous new powers that Godzilla can use, right? And in trying to build the MonsterVerse, like Kong doesn't have powers.
Yeah, right.
Right? He doesn't have powers.
Yeah, just strong.
He's just strong. But also, if you notice, like I don't know if you saw the last or if you saw the Kong movie,
too.
he's smaller. They made him giant.
Okay.
They beefed this thing up.
So check this out though. So I was watching a YouTube video a couple weeks ago where they show the different sizes in the universe from like they have a human and then they're like young Kong.
Oh, that's cool. I want to see that. You gotta send that to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. So and it goes to like I can't remember like all the bigger things, but it made it the way that they were labeling the Kongs is that this is just the older Kong, that he gets bigger. That's the way that they showed it in the thing. So when I send it to you, they're like young Kong and he's like 50 feet or whatever. And then they're like, whatever Kong. And then they put like 2021 adult Kong 300 feet or whatever it is. And when they put him next to Godzilla in the graph, he's like tiny. About the same size.
Oh,
like
as the adult?
Height-wise. Yeah, but in the Godzilla way that they explained it, it was by the movie and the time period.
Yeah.
That's how they explained why he got bigger and smaller and bigger and smaller. Where Kong, it was just like young Kong. They didn't say teenager, but like like this age Kong. So and then on the Reddit threads, something like that. And then on the Reddit threads, people were explaining that or saying that the reason why he got bigger was that he just wasn't fully in that whatever species he is. He just wasn't fully grown yet. But the one in this movie, he's fully grown.
It's baloney. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine because it's like obviously they needed to be able to have the two monsters be the same height, or else you're like, because
if Kong, Godzilla's as tall as a freaking building, and Kong's gonna be 50 feet tall.
He's got powers, right? But the thing is, what I loved, they exploited that. Kong has opposable thumbs and can use tools. I love it. Did you notice what they were doing? Did you notice? Did you see that? Okay, so there's a scene where
I watched the trailer one time, so I can't.
Okay, so in the trailer, they talk about how they throw back. Yeah, on the island in the first movie with Kong, he's the hero. But they also said he was like hundreds of years old and the protector of that island, and he would protect against other giant, horrible creatures. Right. Mm-hmm. So they show what looks like a backstory of him, getting attacked by flying creatures, and the creature's wings clearly is the same tool that he uses in the trailer to shield a Godzilla blast and do a Thor hammer blow on Godzilla's head. You saw that part, right?
Yeah, so, I did see that part. I didn't know the reference, but I mean that is one advantage that he has, is that he's probably smarter than the lizard Godzilla.
Yeah. Okay. So to answer your question, I'm sorry I went off topic there, but to answer your question, they're setting it up to definitely not have a winner, but these two are going to are going to team up somehow to defeat
the rest of them,
whatever it is in the next movie. They're going to set it up. They're going to set it up like Avengers set it up to be like.
Oh, got it. But in this movie, we're going to be able to see holy crap, they're super powerful.
We want to see their powers, and we want to see a battle, who would win. It's kind of like think of this as
Thor versus Hulk or something.
Think of it as Superman versus Batman in that Dawn of Justice. Same
please
thing.
Don't even why would you mention that?
I know. Hey, look, we're getting the
movie.
Snyder Cut real soon, and it's going to be awesome. I mean, at least it'll be more fun.
Oh, actually, wait, take that back. Wait, I'm thinking of the wrong movie. I didn't see Dawn of Justice, but I heard it's not good anyway. I was thinking of Batman versus Superman, the actual Batman versus Superman movie.
Oh, that's what.
Is that Dawn of Justice?
Yeah.
No, the Batman versus Superman, the one where Superwoman is actually the strongest one there, and they
Superwoman?
fight
You
the
mean Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, whatever it was right before
Whatever movie that one
yeah.
sucked.
I
But
think it
anyways,
was I think it was Dawn. Because it was like the dawn. It's like if they're starting to come together, they're starting to assemble. Anyway,
no,
but it's like that. We're going to see their powers. We're going to see both of them utilize these powers, and then I don't think at the end there's going to be a winner, or we're going to get a glimpse of the real villain, and you know,
so it'll be so maybe just predicting here. So it'll be like they're fighting, and then all of a sudden, right at the end, some crazy monster like comes out of nowhere, and then they both look at it and they're like, okay, we need to stop. We need to stop what we're doing, and let's team up and beat that big thing.
Yes.
Whatever it is.
Because in the trailer yes, that's exactly it. In the trailer they kind of talk about, oh, these two guys are good. Like, we need Kong. We need Kong to defeat Godzilla.
Right.
I don't know why Godzilla's hurting people.
Exactly.
It's like, oh,
and that's just that too. I mean,
he's so misunderstood, Godzilla.
There's no way they would kill one of those franchises.
No, yeah.
With one of them dying, like that's obviously not happening.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I'm with everybody. I'm excited. Who isn't excited to see big, huge things?
You know what it is? I'm
fight
sorry.
Each other.
Sorry, like idiot. Everyone, if anyone's watching and knows about it, they're probably like, "Duh." The cutscene or the after scene at the end of the last Godzilla movie, one of the King Ghidorah heads was saved, so it's going to be King Ghidorah again. Who's a crazy? It's a 5-headed. It's basically a Hydra.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so so it can grow from the head.
Its head grows back, like it's hard to kill. So I think I'm pretty sure at the last Godzilla there was a head that was like thrown and like
was that
cut
movie
off.
worth watching? Was that worth watching? I didn't watch it.
Do you like big monsters?
I do.
Yeah, then it's worth watching. It's worth watching.
Okay, because I watched some YouTube clips and those clips were cool.
Let me ask you this.
I like Pacific Rim, dude.
I love Pacific Rim, but I also I especially
I didn't see the second one. There's a second one, right?
Yeah, but it's not done by what's his face.
Oh. Yeah, I watched the first one and I was like, this is freaking awesome.
I mean, the cast that you had, man. You had Idris and what's his name from what's
Tron.
that guy's name? Huh?
I don't know. He was in Tron though. I can't.
Who?
He was the main guy in Tron. I don't know what his name is though. But
no. That wasn't the main guy in Tron.
What? Yeah,
it's the guy from that show. God bless. Here we go. Pacific Rim.
I'm pretty sure it's the guy from Tron. What?
No. It's
sure.
God bless.
What's the new? Oh, Tron Legacy. Are you sure it's not?
It's the guy from that biker show.
Oh, the one on FX, right? Is that who you're talking about?
Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah.
Charlie Hunnam.
Right, so who is the guy in Pacific Rim then?
That's him, Charlie Hunnam, from Pacific Rim.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, then he was also in Tron Legacy 2010.
What? Charlie
I'm on
Hunnam?
his Wikipedia. I'm on the... No. Oh, sorry. You're right. No, the guy from Tron Legacy is Garrett Hedlund.
Yes,
okay.
Garrett
anyway,
Hedlund, and he tried doing a few things with Disney and then kind of fizzled out. He did a Pan movie too. I liked him. I liked him as an actor. I'm not sure whether they're not using him more.
Yeah,
I dig that guy.
But yeah, Pacific Rim was cool. I thought that was a sweet movie.
Yes. Well, Guillermo del Toro has a great way of personifying, of like putting these great little stories. He makes things so freaking likable if you're a big anime fan or, and you're a steampunk fan.
So right? So he didn't do the second one?
No, he didn't do the second one. Somebody else did this Pacific Rim 2. That's why it was
not nearly as popular either.
It was garbage. It was garbage. It was just like basically a vehicle. Like, hey, let's see how many robots we can fit in one thing. It felt like a Transformers movie.
No. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, when you said big things fighting, it's like heck yeah, let's watch it.
Heck yeah! Then you'll like it. You'll like the monster movie.
If it's on HBO, I'll probably watch it tonight or something.
Yeah, then there's a lot of head nods to the old monsters. The thing is, I'm hoping that somebody's going to try and buy the rights to Gamera, but I know that was a completely different production house that did Gamera. You know who Gamera was, right?
Mm-mm.
Gamera the
Which one
Flying
is that?
Turtle.
No, I've never seen a flying turtle. How do you
so-
spell it? How do you spell it?
Gamera, Gamera. So Gamera was a poor man's.
What is that?
Gamera was a poor man's Godzilla. He's a flying turtle, and he would pull his limbs in, and he would breathe fire, and then his shell would spin around and fly, and that's how he attacked. And he also he was a turtle, so he had natural protection.
He looks like a snapping turtle, kind of.
He is a snapping turtle, but a giant snapping turtle, and he was always good. Gamera.
Gamera.
So as one of my fan hopes is that we get to see Gamera, but I think it was a totally different. It would be like saying, "Oh man, in the next Marvel movie, I hope we get to see Green Lantern." It's like no, they're never gonna do that.
They're never gonna crisscross. I mean, I'm looking at the character. It looks sounds corny, but if he looked like a badass snapping turtle.
I mean, they're all kind of corny. Think about it. There was one. It was a I forget the name. I should know these names, but there was in the Godzilla movies. There was a smog monster who would
that's corny.
Look like a manta ray, fly across cities and coat the cities with pollution. Obviously, that's what he did.
That's pretty corny.
Yeah.
That's corny.
Anyway, yeah, but I think we're going to see the Mecha Godzilla in the next movie.
Oh.
I do think we're going to see an iteration of it. I can't wait.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.